from November 4th. CBS News covered it. And they just kind of mentioned that someone was unalived. And if somebody was arrested on the scene, that would have been published. That would have been put right there. If somebody was arrested, again, this is the day after, that would have also been published as well. Typically in the Chicagoland area, they don't include a potential suspect's name in an article unless they're sure, because there could be retaliation, there could be anything. If they just go and identify this person just because they hit someone. At the time, they don't know if this was a legitimate accident. Maybe he fell off a bike, anything, or if this was intentional. Now, in regards to this situation and her live streaming, she's going to jail. There's no way around it. I'm telling you right now. Why? In Illinois, we have what's called a no-touch law. No-touch cell phone law. You can see here, Illinois reference 625 ILCS. In Illinois, you cannot hold or touch your phone for any reason. Now, as you can clearly see from the initial screenshot here, and this video is public, by the way, the actual live stream, you can unfortunately hear her hitting the gentleman, her grandchild in the backseat asking, what was that? Yeah, this is the angle right here. This is holding the phone in front of you. This is not from the side. This is not, from like a different perspective where you're like driving and you have it on the dashboard or something. This is right in front of her face. So this was being held while she was obviously driving. There are a few things you can do, which is you can press a button to start or end a call. Everything outside of that needs to be hands-free. You could pull over, obviously, and if you are reporting an emergency, you can definitely do that. The only problem with that is, again, given the angle of the cell phone, it's pretty clear that she was holding the cell phone, which you cannot do. It's more than one button to start a TikTok live. I do lives all the time. So that's out of the picture. So overall, her defense is not going to be too good.
No, he ain't said nothing about her ass getting back in the car, though. I ain't gonna waste my time. He ain't said nothing about that. I doubt he even gonna say anything about that. Now he just using the video, the laws, the penalties, and all that. It's a 5-minute long video. It's the vlog video he talking about, but not once did he say nothing about T getting back into the car. And if it's a slower version of that, a short, send that to me, because again, right, I'm not gonna look through all this. Now he just going past T to the codes and all that shit. I understand that. I hear that. I deal with the rules of the road.
Kartel, they're on Reddit. I'm in contact with 2 people. There was people who was there on the scene, and they have phone footage after the fact. I'm trying to get that. I don't have it yet, but just letting you know, I'm trying to get that from those people. I don't know if they even gave it to the cops, but I know there's footage.
Hell yeah, get that there, shit. Hell yeah, shit. Yeah. Hey, hold on. TJ, Miss TJ, life lessons, Miss Lady, how you feeling? What you got to add in there? Hey, hold on, let me say this too. You talking about T-Tam, y'all say T-Tam don't even look old. She don't look like a grandma. Gang, I know, again, 40-something they know. You could definitely be a grandma at 40-something. In this new day and age, I know grandmas at fucking 35. There's grandmas out there 35 years old like me, born 1990. There are grandmas out there. There's a new day. Motherfuckers is fucking. As soon as they come out the womb, it's crazy, right? I ain't saying it's what's up, but it's what's happening. But go ahead, Miss Life Lessons.
Hi, Kartel. Just real quickly, it's sad all over the place. I played the video for my husband, who's a truck driver, been a truck driver for over 30 years. And I think the bigger point is, like, I think the lady who's beneath me said, this is not a one-off. In my opinion, this had to have happened many times. And even if we're not talking about Teton, we see it every day. And my husband sees it every day. And the bigger issue is that we are so glued to our phones that we can't take a breath. I'm driving my car every day, and I see kids, and I say kids because I'm 58, not even looking where they're going because their face is down in their phones. Their face is down in their phones, and I have been in the truck with my husband, and I'm on the passenger side, and I'm looking down at people that are driving. Either their hands are completely off the steering wheels while they're messing with their phones. And like, I don't know who said, the problem is most of us think, well, it ain't gonna happen to me because I'm a good driver, until it does.
I used to be one of them people thinking that way, I swear.
Until it does. And we're talking about drunk drivers, we're talking about women who put no makeup, we're talking about people who are eating, we're talking about all of that. And what I'm gonna say to this, again, first of all, the worship that people give people that they don't know is ridiculous. But as much is given, much is required. Meaning, if you have a large following, whether you want to influence or you are an influencer, and as much is given, much is expected of you, and you have a responsibility, whether you want it or not, to wield your powers for good, lest it comes back to you. And I'm not, and I got to go ahead and say, I don't know who said it. I found it in horribly poor taste for that young woman to come up a couple of days after and talk about her album and all that. I think that was in horribly poor taste. Now, understandably, she can't speak about the case because it is an ongoing case, but that was horribly poor taste in the midst of someone's life being taken due to your own malfeasance to come on and do that. That's all I got. But again, speaking as someone from a truck, my husband's a truck driver. We talk about this all the time. Y'all got to stop.
Hey,
Like my husband,
has hubby ever been on driving a truck on the phone?
never, and it's never,
Okay.
never. And I shout out to my baby because he has a stellar driving safety record. And to be honest with you, Cartel, I usually go out on the road with my husband. We've been together for 7 years. I usually go out on the road with him. For the last year or so, he won't let me go because of the things he said, the craziness that's going on these roads that he has seen over just the last year and a half to two. It's gotten that much worse. So,
Yeah.
thank you for having me, and you take care.
No problem, Miss Lady. No problem. Who's that? Hey, Wavy PGF. Hey, go ahead, get in there one time for the fun time, Wavy, man. What's up with you, bro? Y'all tap screen, shut it live. Come off mute. Please learn how to work y'all mute buttons when y'all get up here. Learn how to come off mute. Learn how to come off. Learn how to cam up. All that. Wavy. What's up, bro?
Excuse me. Yo, what's up, bro? So I was actually waiting to get this conversation. I'm on work right now, man, and I wanted to kind of give my 2 cents on the whole situation, right? As far as this young lady, man, I do feel bad for the stuff that happened to that man, and I wish that the family could somehow get through this whole situation. As far as the holidays is coming up, we got Thanksgiving, we got Christmas, we got New Year's, and all these things that are coming up. So I do feel somewhat sympathy for the family and all these things. My condolences to those, right? As far as this young lady, T-Time, I honestly think that she should be held accountable for her actions. Whatever she did, she made that conscious decision that specific day to get behind the wheel of an automotive vehicle, and in the process of her due diligence, she unalived someone. In the process of her negligence, she unalived someone. In the process of her being so hooked on social media, she unalived someone. Not only that, she also had a grandkid that was in the background of that automobile. So they could have went anyway. God forbid she could have went into the back of a truck, or whatever the case may be. So I do think that she should be held accountable for her actions, and that means jail. Then that means jail. Some of us have to learn the hard way, and some of us have to learn that there's consequences for our actions, and especially of a well-being human being that's able to move, walk, talk, and also operate an automotive vehicle. For you to create that type of disturbance and do the things that you've done, right? You should be held accountable for your actions. There is no other way around it. I don't know why there's people that are saying that, oh, she shouldn't do jail time, X, Y, and Z. No, you are reliable for that person's life because you chose to make a conscious decision that ended in the results of you unaliving someone. And as an adult and as a well-being human being, you should go and face that consequences. Whatever that consequences is, you should go face that consequences, because if it was my family members or my loved ones, my brothers, my kids, whatever, and they was the ones in that situation to unalive someone, I would tell them, listen, you made that conscious decision. Now you need to go face the music. However that looks in your eyes, that's how it looks. But that's just the reality of you need to go face the consequences. And I'm a professional.
Wait. Is you driving right now?
What's up, bro?
You driving?
No, I'm not driving. No,
All right,
no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, no. I'm actually. I'm on work, but I'm not. I'm not behind the wheel. No, I'm actually outside. Yeah, yeah. But I know better. I'm a CDL driver, bro. Trust me. But no. So yeah, I think she honestly needs to be held accountable for her actions. And if it's 5, 10 years, whatever the case may be, whatever it is, she needs to go and she needs to go face the consequences because those are that option that she decided to take. It result in someone losing their life.
Okay, all right. Hope that one to drop nobody or nothing like that. But hold on real quick, hypocrite. We finna get Mrs. Madden there one time for the fun time because I ain't hear from Miss Madden. I'm gonna get to everybody else. I promise you I am, but Leah, go ahead.
I just have a question, Cartel.
Mhm.
What y'all gonna do if y'all can't have them cell phones?
Shit, hey, we gonna have to get back to.
I'm asking a question for anybody, for people just if them towers go down and you could not have access to your phone and you had to go back to using a rotary phone, or you could not get your hands on that phone, them cell phone. I just have that question. What y'all gonna do?
Is that a question for everybody?
That's the
Or
reason I asked that question, Skilla, is because I really don't think people understand the context of so many of them are addicted to their phones. I still have a landline phone. You know, I still have a landline phone because I live in a state we have hurricanes, and I've been without a phone. We had hurricanes, and I wasn't able to get the towers were down, but I still had to I still have my rotary phone. But I'm just asking because let me tell you something. I went to the doctor today, and this guy almost hit me. His big F-150 truck, and he was on his phone. So I'm just asking a question. You can't drive, and everybody can't multitask with the phones, and then I'm driving. I'm looking at people got kids in the back seat. I just want to ask that question. That's the question. That's the only question I got. I ain't got nothing to say about the situation because I don't have nothing else good to say about Tea Time. I ain't no fan of hers, but I just want to ask personally, what do y'all plan to do
Hold
differently
on, they
about it?
dropped you with a Galaxy Scholar. What was that other Galaxy? Okay, yeah, they dropped you with a Galaxy Scholar.
So my question to you is, how are you planning to do things different when it comes to you on the dangerous highway with your phone?
Well, me, I just learned. Well, with this
I'm
situation
not
right here.
saying you. I want people to take this situation and ask themselves that question.
Oh, you don't want an actual answer. You just want them to think on it and.
Yes, to think about if you could not have access to your cell phone.
30 minutes,
Let's
Scholar.
say let's say 7 days you couldn't have your cell phone.
Hey, you could come up TV if you saying Scholar lied about some gang. Come up. What's Scholar lie about, TG?
Let's just say, and I'm gonna tell you something too. This is what I remember I told you that the kids are being in the same that y'all create. So we call our students tablet heads because y'all creating little kids that are addicted, future adults that don't know. I don't have nothing to say, Cartel. I thank you for letting me come up, but y'all need to think about that.
Okay. All right. I feel you. I feel you. Ali, Miss Ali, go ahead and add in there what you gotta add, Miss Lady. What's up with you? Ali? Miss Ali right here?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, I just want to say, because it's probably going to sound like I'm repeating myself because I didn't hear like 2, 3 people like kind of already touch on this. But I was just going to say, like, if the lady would have followed just the TikTok guidelines of like no streaming and driving, you know what I'm saying? Like all of this could have been avoided, in my opinion, because soon as that mob bot would have seen call her driving, she would have got banned off back. You know what I'm saying? So you putting up a green screen, you already know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You already know you violating the community guidelines already. See what I'm saying? But then let's just look at it like this. Like, what if it wasn't a man? What if it was a tree or something, or a wall or something, or a car, or something on the side of the road, like parked? You could have went flying through the window. The kids in the back seat could have went flying through the window. Like anything could have happened. So all I'm saying is we can't have no sympathy for her actions because she knew what she was doing. And the reason why I say she knew what she was doing is because she put that green screen up to not get caught by this app. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to say. Like, people got to start being accountable for their actions. And then, you know, others would be serious, like when they're on the road, like the last lady was just saying. That's all I want to say.
Okay. Hey,
Like, I don't
hypocrite.
feel bad for the lady. Like, I feel more bad for the guy because he is a pedestrian. The lady should have followed the community guidelines. There's no streaming and driving. I've been on this app for a year. I got banned. I didn't even know you couldn't even do that. As soon as I cut my live on and went live, they took me out. And I ain't never do that again. No green screen, no black screen, no nothing. I just don't do it. I learned already. But thank you for having me. Let me go get some money for you.
Oh no, you good, gang. You good. Like I say, y'all do just share the laugh at me. I'll tap the screen up. I appreciate that though. But no, though, even if you feel like you go talk in the circle, like I say, your opinion deserves to be heard. But don't you bring your asses up here. And that's for all y'all. If you heard exactly what the last person said, and they said exactly what you said verbatim, don't do that. But yeah, no, you right. Hey, go ahead, hypocrite. And then we go get on Brody. Talk to him next. Talk to him, Cotton after hypocrite, and then why you after that.
You had someone in your panel a few minutes ago that said that T is guilty because of her friends. Sir,
Who
you're
said
an
that?
idiot.
Who the fuck said that?
He
Hey, up
I don't
here.
know, he dropped. It was about 10 minutes ago. That was the dumbest statement I've heard. T is guilty because she got in her car, didn't wear a seatbelt, had 2 phones in her lap, chose to look at people's profile pictures while driving, while turning corners, chose to smile and say hello to people in the fucking comment section, chose to let people up in the panel. That's why T is guilty, sir. Not because someone turned in a fucking video of her being negligent. Okay? You idiot. That's why T is guilty, because she is negligent. Now, was it an accident? Absolutely, because of the definition of the word. It's an unfortunate event resulting especially from carelessness. Something that was unforeseen and unplanned. T did not seek out Darren Lucas, if she is his unaliver, to unalive him. It was an accident. Was she negligent? Absolutely. But she did not plan on getting in her car and hitting someone. So it was an accident. But
Yo,
do
what up,
not
Kartel?
blame the video being submitted to the authorities as the reason why she's guilty. She's guilty because she chose to break the law. Point blank, period. If she is Darren Lucas unaliver.
All right. Hold on real quick. Go ahead, TV. I mean, Dead Llamas. I mean, Unalive Llamas. God damn.
Yeah. Yo, so yeah, what up, Kartel? Long time
What's
no
up,
see,
brother?
brother.
Yeah, for
type
sure.
shit.
You
Yeah,
already
so
know.
you know me, I usually just bring the receipts and just get the
That's
fuck
what
out
you.
of there.
That's what you known for.
That's what the fuck I'm known for. So today I'm just gonna give you all proof that Scala is not the motherfucker who sent in the video. I'm gonna break down how the video got sent to the police and how everything transpired. There was someone, okay, first of all, one of those blogger accounts reposted the video after the accident happened.
For sure.
When the blogger account posted that, somebody saw the video and it came to Reddit. As you can see, it says, I saw a woman hit and unalive a man on TikTok live and it has been eating me up. The Reddit community, way before Scholar Evie was involved with this, they already got the police involved and start sending that live to the police officers. After that, the article was created. If you go down here, you look down here, you will see the article right here. This guy created his article based off of the Reddit community.
Oh man.
So what he is doing is he's trying to, which is sick, he's trying to make it seem like he was this big heroic person who is the only one to have this confidence to send in the video. The video was already sent in. Even when you go look here, it speak about that they got all this information from the Reddit source. Now, he already got caught in 4K lying on your platform. The nigga just told y'all that he had footage of her getting in a car. Then when we said, okay, let's see the video, the nigga didn't show you the video. He is trying to use this as a way to get clout or some shit because he don't have shit ever since I came to his mom's house and nigga been fucked. So the reality is,
Damn,
did he call?
did pop up at his I ain't even finna. Oh no, y'all.
Because he told me he lived there. He told me he lived there.
No,
Yeah, he told me he lived there. But we ain't gonna get into that, Kartel. And I just chased him out of the mall at American Dream Mall 3 months ago. But listen, Kartel, we not gonna get into that, brother. What I'm here is to stay on topic. What I'm gonna do is stay on topic. The fact is, yes, he probably called them on Heartbreak Alive or whatever after all of this, but they was already aware of it because of Reddit. So no, he is not the motherfucker that was the original person to send it. Now, he also just stated that he knows someone who was there at the crime scene. One, if there was anyone there at the crime scene and they know for a fact that that footage is going to help them with the investigation and they are holding that fucking information, that is illegal. Two, if there was anyone at the crime scene when that shit actually happened, they would have been under investigation and someone would have said that there were people at the crime scene and they would have put in, their report. He don't know nobody at the fucking crime scene. He's just telling you that so you can keep following him around, hoping one fucking day that he put this video out. I said what I said. Have a nice day.
Wow. Oh my God. Hold off real quick. Hold off. Why? Oh, hold on. Talk to him, Cotton. Go ahead. Talk to him, Cotton. Then after that is Miss Tammy, and then why?
Hello, hey man, how's everybody doing? Appreciate you bringing me up. Hey, I wanna create a thought that I'm gonna say something to that's personal. I heard some of the things and everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I have to ask a question like how many times have some of us been guilty of going out, having a couple drinks and saying we're okay to drive and knowing that we really weren't and we literally have put other people's lives in danger? How many of us have woke up, took medication, drove up under the influence of medication, smoked marijuana? So, it's like we could connect the dots and try to throw darts at this young lady, but I definitely feel sorry for him, and coming from a man whose son was unalived by a drunk driver, there are so many ways that I could blame, what happened, why it happened, and all that. I understand why it happened, but sometimes life takes a different turn, man, and things happen. And the thing that bothers me about the situation is that we condemn a person at their lowest, but sometimes we are guilty of the same thing,
Wait,
or
talk to
maybe
him, Cotton. You wasn't mad at the person that hit you. RP the condolences, gang, for real. But
yeah,
you forgave the person that did that
yes,
at
yes.
that moment as well.
Not at the moment, but I could tell you this honestly. When it happened, it was some other things could have transpired, man. But I thought through it. But I can honestly tell you, man, that it was eating me up so bad. I knew that I had to learn how to forgive because it was holding me back as a person and as a father. Period. So to be totally honest with you, man, like, did the justice system fail in that situation? They did because she took my son's life, only served 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And that was like some rough crap to go through. But even through that, man, what I learned, because think about it, her family reached out to me when she took my son's life, and of course I was angry, and I could have made some things happen, but man, I was like, you know what, somewhere this had to stop, you know what I mean? So I really took my better judgment, like I said, man, for real. I literally had to look at what I don't want to sound overly religious, but I have